Tahith Chong is one of the biggest talents in Holland. He's playing at Manchester United. How's his situation there?
Well, he's certainly getting some exposure this season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now committed to playing young players because that's where he sees United's development at the moment. Tahith Chong is one of those players that has been given a chance. I would say it's very difficult for the young players at United at the moment because they're coming into a team which is in transition, and a lot of is being asked of the young players like Chong, and they are being almost asked to perform and deliver when they've never really been on this stage before, so it's quite difficult for them.
Yeah, he's played a few minutes in cup matches. How's he been?
Yeah, okay, so he played against Astana in the first Europa League match. He didn't have a great game, to be honest, and in the end was substituted by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but it was a learning curve for him and an experience. And then he played against Rochdale in the Carabao Cup, and again didn't really perform in a convincing way. But you have to understand that he's still only 19 years of age, so it really is difficult for him. I was on Manchester United's pre-season tour in Asia when they played in Singapore, and Chong played a couple of matches and looked very impressive. Played one particular game against Juventus, and he played really, really well. So he is a player on United's radar. They hope he's going to mature and develop into a top player. But at the moment, I think it's difficult, not just for him. There are a lot of young players like Mason Greenwood, Angel Gomez as well. These players are probably the future of United, but it's very difficult to ask them to perform every time they play in the first team.
What's his style of play?
So he's an exciting winger. He likes to take players on. Now, when you're playing reserve under 23 football, under 18 football, it's easier to do that. He's quite a tall guy, quite athletic, quite quick, and so he has had quite a bit of success at his age levels, and that's why he's been given the chance with the first team. But the first team football is so much different, and it's stronger, it's more physical, it's quicker, and of course he's playing in a United team that, quite honestly, is not as strong as it used to be.
Is that maybe a problem, that his physical is now helping him less than it was a few years ago?
Well, listen, I mean, he will develop, there's no doubt about that. I think he has the technique and the ability to be a success at Manchester United. But again, when you're playing as a winger and you're a young player, it's very difficult to become another Ryan Giggs, for instance. You know, United wingers in the past have always been exceptional players who have had long careers, and I think Chong's time maybe has come a little too soon.
Here in Holland we read that the Sun wrote that PSV Eindhoven is interested in him. Might be a loan deal, something for Chong.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, United's squad is a little bit thin at the moment. You know, they've lost Lukaku and Sanchez and not replaced them, so in the forward areas there is a problem for them. So maybe just at the moment they may not be willing to let him go, but perhaps in January they may see that part of his development would be coming back to Holland and playing regular football in the Eredivisie, certainly at somewhere like Eindhoven.